Hello, everybody. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Love is Blind News. That's right. We've got a new graphic for you. Love is Blind News. Final wedding episode. It's going to be tomorrow, Friday. And then Sunday evening, we've got the Love is Blind reunion. It'll be aired live. I'm sure there'll be some sort of tape delay in case anything crazy happens. But we're going to cover it and also do a live stream immediately after. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for access to that. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals and also patreon.com/Dave Neal for behind-the-scenes bonus content. Whatever we don't get to today, we'll be covering in the everyday podcast, daily afternoon bachelorrushhour.com. Link in the comment section for that. So we've got the Out of the Pods podcast hosted by Natalie and Deepti. And here's what they had to say about the engagement rings. Have a listen.
It's not Marshall's to keep. We didn't have to pay for the rings at all. Neither did our guys. Netflix or production paid for it.
Because I remember there was like a false rumor going around saying that I was sued by production for the ring back, and that never happened.
I'd be like, after all the stress, no thanks. I'm keeping this damn ring.
That's the thing, right? It's like, look, either give everybody rings or give everybody therapy. I think they could use therapy too. That's the one thing that the old rock on the finger can't give you is a good clinical psychologist to get you out of the weeds here. So not only, and we're going to get into their defense of Jackie keeping the ring, but not only that, they also apologized to Zach. What's interesting though is they're going to apologize to Zach for the edit, making it seem like he was a plagiarist, but they also still accuse Jackie of cheating on Marshall with, I'm blanking on names. Josh, is that his name? Whatever. Either way, let's have a listen to what they have to say.
Zach did not plagiarize the song that he sang to Irina when he proposed to her. So Deepti was right. I am completely wrong. I also owe Zach a huge apology because I was so sure that he lied and said that he wrote that song, but he revealed a never before seen clip on his Instagram saying, the clip showed that he goes, I wrote you a song. And then I think he says, actually, it's not an original. It's one of my favorite songs, but I changed the lyrics a little bit. So
yeah, he even cited it. So I was like, oh, okay. So, I knew Zach wasn't lying there. Proud of you, Zach. I mean, he's a lawyer. He's not going to do that, right? Like, I had faith in him.
I'm shocked that he got that footage because I feel like production does not do that. They don't give you never before seen footage.
They leave it in the vault for a reason. They don't want people to see the making of the show. They want to see the curated image, which makes me wonder, and oh boy, does this rile you guys up. Do we still believe, now I'm not saying Jackie's not at fault for the way she treated Marshall, but do we still believe that Jackie cheated on him? Do we? We see right here that the show edited Zach to look like a plagiarist. Now, of course, Zach probably threatened them with a lawsuit. Seriously, Zach probably threatened them and said, no, this is bad for my image. I'm a lawyer. I need to have integrity, and this makes it look like I'm a plagiarist. This makes it look like I'm a liar or I'm a cheat. What if Zach's in trying to win over someone and trying to get a client, and he can't, and they're like, well, we wanted to sign with you, but we did see that you were a liar and a cheat, which takes away your credibility, that type of thing. So anyway, here's what they have to say about Jackie.
Only sugar is on my pancakes. So just going back.
So they're looking at the private text messages that were exposed between Jackie and a quote unquote friend. I say quote unquote friend because somebody exposed these text messages. A lot of people have asked me about them. And my genuine thought is, if Jackie said something privately to a friend, we don't get the right to judge it as if it was something they said publicly. I know this is going to piss a lot of people off. Some people, their way of venting, their therapy, and you might say, well, but this came off as homophobic or whatever. I haven't actually dissected the text messages. I'm not sure. And that'll be something that she has to work on as within herself, and maybe she'll comment it on the on the reunion, and then we can talk about it more. But are we really to be judged what people say in their private life? I mean, that's like, and again, I know, Dave, are you defending Jackie? Not so much. I'm just not willing to use that as evidence that she's a horrible person. Do I think that Jackie probably comes from a culture that allowed her to get away with things, maybe because she's pretty or depending on wherever she lives. Maybe that's the truth. Maybe this is the first time she's actually having to, deal with the confrontation of her words and her actions, and we'll watch that play out. So whenever anyone gets mad and say, you're taking this side, you're taking that side, hold on. There are more episodes. Let's wait till we see what she says live. Let's wait for the receipts, and maybe she's going to offer an apology, and then we can talk about it. So I'm not taking her side so much as I'm tabling that end of the conversation till after the reunion.
In these text messages, supposedly from Jackie to her friend, she goes, I don't want to hear y'all saying that he's got sugar in the tank.
Whatever that
I'm not
means.
quoting that correctly, but it was something around those lines. And supposedly, like, sugar in the tank implies like someone maybe like gay or bisexual.
I guess it would be like if you call somebody fruity, maybe that's the comparison. So would it be homophobic for her to call Marshall fruity? I guess it would have to be if she was judging him for being gay. You know what I mean? It just goes so far down the rabbit hole that I don't even know how to properly acknowledge, not to mention we're getting this third hand and it's not even actually what she said. So I asked people in the comment section, just hang on. We will get to that.
I have to Urban Dictionary that because I have no idea what that even means. What is this?
I didn't know what it meant either, but it was in that article by Narcity Seattle. Yeah. They looked it up on Urban Dictionary, and that's supposedly what it means. Yeah. So I don't know. They're just being, Jackie's being very messy on social media right now.
True.
She's also being super defensive and really threatening to reveal all these receipts that she supposedly has. So I'm curious to see what she has to reveal. But yeah, you could tell Marshall and Jackie probably not on good terms. I am excited to see what goes down on the reunion episode because I don't know. Dude. I feel like things are going to be said.
Yeah. And Jackie's going to be the one to break at reunion, like, especially if she's already like messaging, like responding to people on social media and saying, oh, I'm going to leak the tea. Like, obviously she's going to come with some evidence. She's going to, give us some receipts. So, oh man, it's going to be an interesting reunion. I can't believe they're doing it live.
I know. I'm excited. The fact that we're going to be there seeing it live. They are probably the couple that I really want to know more about, like what really happened in these episodes.
And by the way, someone was like, why would Jackie be at the reunion if she doesn't end up getting married? And it's like, hello, because the Jackie Marshall storyline is going to be probably the biggest storyline.
The way that their relationship just tumbled is very interesting because we open episode 9 with both of them coming back from Chelsea's birthday party. And you could tell that they're frustrated with each other. Marshall asks Jackie, like, what do you need from me? And she goes, I can't talk about this. It's midnight. And then she hugs him from behind and goes, just love me. And then the next time we hear of Jackie and Marshall, she didn't show up to her bridal dress fitting and she's on a date with Josh. And I'm like, what happened? How did this happen?
No, exactly. Like, exactly. After Chelsea's birthday, I think he asks her, like, what do you need of me? Like, what do you want from me kind of situation? And Jackie just responds, you're doing great. Like, I don't expect anything else from you. But I think she's just saying these words just so that Marshall can like calm down. And she just really wanted to go to bed. But it was so confusing that she went on that date with Josh because she didn't talk to Marshall about it before she went. So essentially,
and if she was already broken up with Marshall, she wouldn't have to talk with him. If she's still engaged to Marshall, she shouldn't be going on a date, let alone kissing someone, accepting roses and all of that. If she's still, now hear me closely, conditional statement. If she's still with Marshall, then that's a bad look. If, as she claims, she had already dumped Marshall and they edited it to look like she hadn't, then it's a bad look for production and we should give Jackie the grace to at least not call her a cheater.
She literally cheated on her fiance. And that's what I think is so distasteful about the whole situation, because she didn't break up with Marshall before she went on this date and kissed him. Like, in front of everyone, like the whole, it just makes me, I'm sorry.
So anyway, I'm calling for the X-Files music. And I know a lot of people have commented, dude, the words came right out of her mouth. All I'm saying is this. She claims that's not true. It'll be worked out at the reunion and we will talk more about it then. Let me know what you guys think. And for those people saying she shouldn't keep the engagement ring, well, guess what? Here's Marshall. He said, nah, I agree. The ring isn't mine to keep either. Haven't thought about it since the internet made it a big deal. So here we have the internet fighting for Marshall when he doesn't even care. He's like, look, I don't want the stupid ring. Clearly producers asked him to get it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. And it's good look for him to say he doesn't want it. Someone said, I think it's normal custom. The show wasn't normal, so I wouldn't have thought about it either. Yeah, that's the problem. A lot of people go, well, actually, in the state, you know what I mean? When one person has a defense and then everyone copy and paste it. Well, in the state of, where's Seattle? In the state of Washington, you have to give the ring back. It's like, dummy, they're on a reality show. These rings are given out like chiclets. You know what I mean? They're lab-grown, shitty quality rings that nobody actually wants. I don't know. Just my thought. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you going to wait to hold off on your judgment till after the reunion? Or are the pitchforks already shined up and the tiki torch is already lit? You guys let me know. We'll talk to you in a little bit.